around, okay? Contact you right now. Clear. And 1, 3, up, close. Okay, here we go. Set.
The only thing you did, it got wet.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, here is the Georgia Ranch Longhorn Band playing our national anthem.
Okay, Ashley.
appreciate you being here and we hope you enjoy the game. The captains for today's game for Kingwood Park, number 6, Jalen Henderson. Number 14, Zachary Sell. Number 41, Jacob Morant. Number 80, Andrew Lambert. And number 24, Garrett Belko. Captains to George Ranks, number 2, Javon Noel. 55, Kingsley Kiki. 16, Arian Forrest. 33, Garrett Brennan. Number 5, Zadie Marks. The officials for today's game, the referee is Mike Atkinson. The umpire is Bill Stevens. The head linesman is Bob Hubble. The line judge is John Ferris. And the back judge is Chuck Ernie.
Well, K-Barks are going to get the ball here on the first possession. Had a little technical difficulties. Quite a bit of rain here in Houston, Texas going on today. Looking forward for a good matchup here. Have George Ranch taking on the K-Park Panthers. Going to be a short kick taken right there by Jalen Henderson. He's just going to go right down, but he's going to take the ball. It's going to be down around the 33-yard line, and that's where K-Park will take over 1st and 10 here. Two in the backfield there. He's going to go straight up the middle. Robert Washington there, going to pick up about 3 yards. There'll be a 2nd down and 7. Yep. Jalon Henderson under center there. Actually backs up, going to be in the gun now. Ball's going to be on the ground. He did a nice job, Gerald. We talked about it last night on a couple possessions. Instead of trying to get tricky with that, low snap there. Like you said, this wet ball is going to be a factor. But instead of trying to pick it up and make something out of nothing, he just chose to dive on it. Henderson in the gun here. Takes the snap, has a little time, going to roll out here to the right. A little bit of trouble, and he's going to be sacked back there around the 23-yard line. Number 85, Cole McKnight on the sack there, and that was a big loss. That was about 12 yards, so that'll bring up a 4th down. And Kingwood Park will send their punter in here. Number 88, Zach Miles, does the punting duties here. Ball hits and going to go out of bounds around the 48-yard line of George Ranch, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10 here on this first possession, Gerald. Gerald, go ahead and go through some of these lineups. I know you spent a little time with the coaches as we were trying to get all set up here. Tell us a bit about what you see and what you think is going to transpire here today.
Well, once again, I talked about, I think, we usually get a shotgun formation when it's about 5 to 6 yards deep. I'm just going to look, because it's going to be very, very tough with the ball control from the quarterbacks to not be up on the center. The quarterback is going to be Timon Nolan. All right, number 2 should be taking the ball for the George Ranch team, and a little bit high powered. They come in with 1 loss. That's going to be Darius Anderson, number 1, the running back, and he is considered to be, a force to kind of deal with. He's had about 800 yards thus far this year, so I look to see him get the ball quite a bit today on a wet field.
One again, got a blocker out in front, got the edge right there. He is going to be tackled. Number 31 there on the tackle for Kingwood Park. Aaron Hurd.
Well, they look like to me they're going to stay in the shotgun formation. Even though it's wet, I think this is probably what the offense is most used to. Now, he kept the ball on that.
He's going to lose about 4 yards on that play, and that's going to be a little bit of, once again, the wetness coming into play there. He lost his footing. That was a read option. He chose to keep the ball there, and instead of picking up yards, he actually lost about 4 yards.
Well, we've got a wet field, so we're going to be dealing with that all afternoon. I do look to see that I don't think either team is yet to throw a ball. So,
no, and as I said, the field tackled him there. That was a read option play, and he lost his footing there, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. He's going to hand the ball off there to 1 again. 1's very patient on waiting on his blockers there, and going to be pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They're going to give him 4 yards on that play, Gerald, so he's going to bring up a 2nd down and, he's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he was very patient with his, he had a pulling guard that was pulling out on the edge to block the cornerback. And like you said, he was very patient on the run, letting the block develop first and then cutting up inside to get about 8 yards.
This is a big play because, what will they do here if they don't pick this up? Big play for the Panthers defense here. Takes a snap, hands off right there. What a play right there by the middle linebacker, number 35.
Well, listen, you had talked about what they're going to do.
Brian Bynes there on the tackle. I apologize about that. We have the starting lineup here given to me, and there's no names on it. It just says defensive line. So, again, I apologize about not being a mind reader, but we'll get it figured out. It's early here. Fourth down, they're going for it on 12. Takes a snap. He's actually going to put this ball in the air. That ball's overthrown and thrown hot. So K Park did their job, and they're going to get the ball back here. 1st and 10. It's going to be on the 22-yard line. Very nice job by the defense there of bending but not breaking. So.
Yes, it was a very good job. Now, Jalen had a perfect pass. Once again, it's going to be a wet ball, so passes are going to have to be at a premium today. And he decided to go for it on 4th down. Points are at a premium. You've got to have points today. And obviously, he thought he was too long for the field goal. So the K Park team offense will take the field. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line.
Henderson in that little pistol weird formation that K Park likes to move. They move people around there. Got a lineman in the backfield. Henderson's going to run straight up behind him. He's only going to pick up a couple yards there. Looks like George Ranch has done a little study on that offense. We've seen a lot of it this year in a bunch of the games. Delafonte in the backfield here. They move him in motion. Number 59, Joseph Matula back there with him. Henderson tucks up right there. And that's a very nice pickup right there. He's going to gain, we'll call it 8 yards or 7 yards on that. That's going to bring up a third down and short here. About, we'll call it 2 yards. Ball placed down right there on the 31-yard line.
Well, interesting enough, the starting quarterback, that's going to be Jerrion McVay, the defensive back that's on the stop. We are high up, and one looks like double one. So I was going to say your starting quarterback is also your cornerback.
Here's take snap here straight ahead, north and south. Going to be real close. Just depends on the spot. Great job there by the middle linebacker of filling. I believe he is going to pick up the first down here.
Arian Torres is on the stop.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be a measurement.
They're going to go to timeout here for a measure.
Well, let's talk a little bit about, what we talked about. I think this is going to be a fast-paced game. We're already at 6 minutes, in the first quarter. And, we did the game last night, and I think the first quarter might have taken almost 35, 40 minutes. So, with them running the ball on both sides of the field, I think, once again, points are going to be at a premium.
Yep, and he's going to come up about a credit card short there, Gerald.
Boy, it's going to be interesting.
Here on the 33, first decision for Coach Holly, and I would assume his offense is going to stay on the field here. They have most of the year in these places like this.
Well, it's the playoffs, and I see that's the necessary attitude the coach is taking, because it's third and short, and it is look like they're going to go for it.
Power formation there to the right, brings his guys over back here to the left. Snaps the ball straight ahead. Going to pick it up, still on his feet, driving, and he's going to take it all the way to the 38-yard line. First and 10, Panthers.
Wow, what a gutsy call, and you give all the credit to the offensive line because they moved George Rant off that ball and knocked him back about 3 or 4 yards so they could gain the first down.
Absolutely. Big number 59 and number 5 there leading the way. Matula and Delafield. In front of Henderson. He shifts him over to his left. 2 receivers out here to the left. Snaps the ball. He's going to try to get the edge, and he gets it. He cuts up field, and he's going to pick up about, let's see where they mark it down. He's going to make it all the way to the 45-yard line, so they're going to give him 7 yards on that play. That's going to bring up a second down and 3. And, he did a nice job there, Gerald. He was patient. That play was designed to go up the – there was an out.
I'm going to tell you, this is a perfect weather day for the Kingwood Park because they like to control the football. They've got that power running game. They're going to, formation's going to be
right there to number 20. Wow. Boy, George Ranch defense had that one. There was a host of them there to make a tackle, Gerald.
Yeah, it looked like they kind of stayed at home from that defensive end position.
Rain is actually going to lose a yard there, so it's going to bring up third down, and we'll call it 4 yards. Ball placed down on the 44-yard line here of the Panthers. Low snap there. Nice job of picking it up. Had a man out here open, but as we talked about, that ball is going to be a little slick. Raina actually dropped that pass right there. Nice throw by Henderson, though. Just definitely without doubt, that ball is going to be slick today, Gerald.
Yeah, it's going to be real slick. Everything's going to have to be maybe body caught today. It's going to be tough to kind of catch that ball in your hands today.
Especially that over-shoulder pass like that right there. That's a difficult pass to catch anytime.
Well, what they did do, though, is they changed the field position, okay? They were able to gain about 40 to 50 yards, so they're kicking from midfield, which should give them a little.
High snap. Great job of getting that ball down. Oh, that ball was close to hitting the off the defensive guy right there, which would have been a turnover. So George Ranch very fortunate there. Ball's going to be placed down to 19-yard line, and we'll go to break here.
Listen, that was a fabulous job by Zach Mills.
The best high school football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all vying to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to Ticketmaster.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you...
All right, Joe, we're back here. Takes a shot and shotgun. Quarterback keeps it right there straight ahead. And going to pick up a bunch of yards right there.
Yeah, and it looks like, the rain is really starting to come down now. So it's kind of picked up. So it's dangerous. Going to be a wet ball, and we're going to see a lot of the run game.
Lambert on the tackle there after a gain of 10. So that'll give George Ranch 1st and 10. Ball placed down here on the 30-yard line.
He takes the pitch, and he's going to give it off to his running back, Darius Anderson.
And he's going to be stopped right there in his tracks.
Well, I will tell you this now. Darius Anderson and looks like Darius and Xavier Marks are going to be the workload.
Well, Rennick did a nice job there for the Panthers coming up in there and sealing that play from his linebacker position. So that's going to be a gain of absolutely nothing. Bring up 2nd down and 10 here.
All right, Nolan gets ready to take the snap again. Takes the snap. He's going to veer out to his right side.
And that ball's going to be incomplete too. Three passes. And 3 incomplete passes, Gerald.
Well, listen, wide receiver number 4 was wide open, Marcellus Baker. But once again, the ball just sails on Henderson. And he just didn't get a chance, to get that ball down. Where that ball's got to be really down into the chest area today.
And you can tell my co-host here, Mr. Gerald McNeil, was on the offensive side because I thought Mr. Harris was in his back pocket on the defensive cornerback side there. So here we go, 3rd down and long.
Once again, Nolan takes
a snap. Ball's on the ground. Ball still on
it's
the
a wet
ground.
Ball.
And it looks like K Park.
Boy, it's a scramble.
That ball is bouncing around every way, Gerald.
It's going to be a ping pong day today, I tell you what. That ball took about, 4 or 5 hops around, and
yes,
we can't tell. And it looked like the...
Number 66 for K Park recovered that ball right there, Brandon Cochran. What a nice job of staying home as your linebacker, knocking that ball loose. And then from there, Gerald, it was no easy task. It looked like it had some oil on it down there.
Listen, the zone read, that calls for the quarterback to stick the ball in the running back's chest. And then if he sees that defender, he will pull the ball and go around. So you got that ball doing a lot of things today, and that's just going to be tough handling the football today.
Henderson's going through his calls here. He looks over to the coaches for an audible here.
Or K-Bart's got that ball deep.
Somebody's going to call timeout right here, and I think it's going to be George Ranch. And we're going to go to break here, Gerald.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes, what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.
Okay, Gerald, George Ranch here seen something they did not like, no doubt about that. So called a timeout. And, in coaching a game like this, when field position and rain is a big factor, and it is pouring down rain here, and we knew this was coming. So 3:56 to go here in the first quarter, no score, 15 on the clock. Henderson in the gun here. Washington in the backfield with him. Trips to the left. One to the right.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, from what I can see, it looks like this is going to be man-to-man coverage in the secondary by George Ranch.
Well, they got a cover man over top over there, but that's going to be handed off right there to number 22. He's going to pick up Washington's going to pick up about 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, the defensive end, Arian Torres, kind of stayed at home, made a great one-on-one tackle because he didn't make that tackle right there, and he could be still running for about.
Yeah, then that one-on-one coverage out there, you got one man blocking one man, and then it's just a matter of can he make a move. So
it's just
here we
grass.
go, 2nd and 8. Trips to the left. Washington in the backfield here with Henderson. Takes a snap. They're going to put the ball in the air again. And once again, there's been 4 passes thrown now.
And no
completions. Benson there That ball was hot, and that's where you want it. You don't want to put it in a place like that where the defender has a chance to get an easy pick there. So
that is a choice. That's one good point is that if I don't catch it, that means that nobody's going to catch it.
Here we go, Henderson in the gun. Looks like Washington's in there in the backfield with him. Trips to the left. Still have man out on the right side. Drops back, has a little time. This was set up to be a screen.
Yes, once it's set up.
More than likely it's going to be offensive line. Yep, offensive line
downfield.
So, even though that ball should have been caught right there again.
I mean, what do you do?
Now we're 0 for 5. So, it's just one of those deals. But even if it would have been completed, it was coming back because it was an illegal man downfield. Be curious to see.
Is this 4-down territory again?
Absolutely. Now they're going to decline it, so it's going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll call it 9 here. Ball placed down on 25-yard line.
Once again, with the wet ball being like it is, I'm pretty sure that's why Coach is not deciding to maybe send the field goal unit out and try a longer field goal.
Yep. Henderson takes the snap here. Has some time. Still has some time. And once again, going to lose his footing there for about a 10-yard loss.
Yes, Kingsley Kiki made.
Yeah,
he made the tackle, but he didn't. It was the tackle was made by the turf down there. Just a wet turf. He tried to reverse his field and come back, to the right side of the formation, and we're just going to be dealing with this, all day long. But once again, points are going to be at a premium.
Yeah, they are. 3:03 to go here in the first quarter, Gerald. But that's where Coach Holly, whoever the old coordinator is, going to have to pull this kid aside and say, I understand what you do during regular season. I understand the plays you made, but your feet are not going to be the same today. You've got to stay in the pocket. Or if you're not going to, you got to go north-south.
That's a great point.
You're not going to be able to continue to dance like you normally do and make big plays.
That's a great point.
This field. There was offsides right there.
That's a great point. You're right, because, normally what you're saying there is, especially the receivers, the quarterbacks, the running backs, they're quick feet. They like to make a turn and just go. But today you got to keep your all your weight over your feet. You're not going to be able to make those, daring cuts.
Well, and we've watched a lot of the K-Park teams, actually, TexanLive.com, which is owned by me, Burt Brocker. We call all the Humble Independent School District games all year long. And we've seen him make some huge plays on his feet, but he's going to have to really, really slow down on that. 5 on the carry there, breaking tackles left and right, and he's going to actually pick up about 10 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was Xavier Marks, number 5, with what I call the wide receiver reverse, because he comes in motion. He never stops, so once he passes the quarterback, a lot of times they'll just go ahead and give it to him.
O'Rennick on the tackle there after he picks up about 10 yards. So George Rant sends somebody in here late, brings number 5 again in motion. Quarterback keeper straight up the middle there, still on his feet, breaking tackles.
That's going to be Nolan.
That's going to be a first down right there.
Boy, I tell you what, Nolan is doing a pretty good job of just kind of keeping his feet in composure. He's twisting and turning, so you just keep those feet going like you've got a nice squat working with those legs of his.
2:18 to go here in the first quarter.
Once again, Nolan's back in the shotgun. He's going to take that snap. Look like that's going to go to the running back, number 1, Darius Anderson. He's turning and twisting. Boy, he looked like he went for a gain of about 9 yards off that right side of the line.
And O'Rennick there again with another tackle, but unfortunately it's about 7 yards downfield for the Panthers, so actually 8 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 2 here for George Ranch. Takes the snap. Going to throw it up here deep. That ball is going to be incomplete. That was just a back shoulder, throw it up, and in my opinion, hope you catch a flag.
And hope you catch a flag.
He threw that ball really high there.
That's a great observation. So. But listen, well, I guess you say that's a throwaway down if you're George Ranch, because it was 2nd and by 2. Why? Don't be too smart, and I would not outsmart myself if I'm an offensive coordinator today. I'd keep running that ball kind of what's working. That's going to be Zarian Marks again, twisting and turning, and once again, he's going to be able to pick up the first down. Going to be out of bounds about the 30-yard line.
Brian Bynes there on the tackle for the Panthers. Ball going to be placed down on the 30-yard line.
Once again, Nolan's going to be back in the shotgun by 5 yards deep. He's got twin backs to the right and left.
Takes the snap, hands it off to number 1 right there, straight up the middle. He's breaking tackles.
Oh, that's Darian Anderson again. And you know what? I looked at the size. He looked like he's a good size young man. He's 5'11", 190, junior from George Ranch, and looked like he's going to be a load, for the George Ranch team today. He's going to kind of be the guy they're going to get on his back and ride him.
Yeah, the Longhorns here. Takes the snap there, a little high snap. Great job of getting that ball down. But, boy, there was a host of defense there. He's actually going to lose about 3 yards on that play.
Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be
actually, he didn't.
Marks.
He lost about 2 on that. Looked like number 41 there. And number 35 on the tackle, Brian Bynes again.
Okay, and this is a key position. It's 3rd and short. For the Longhorns, and looks like Nolan's going to take the snap again.
Brings the man in motion.
Brings the man in motion. What a
5's got the edge out there.
That's number 5, Zarian Marks. But listen, it looked
Up
like
on
the running.
There, but
Yeah,
man,
the running
he really
back.
did a nice
Boy.
job of stopping him from getting to the end zone. They're going to go quick here, Gerald, trying to confuse this K Park team here.
Not allowing them to substitute on the defensive side of the ball. We got the ball. It's going to be given to Darius Anderson again.
And
He's going to be
get in
coming
the end
right.
zone right
He's
there.
going to get into the end zone. Well, the one good thing, I guess the Longhorns tried to do on that is just keep the ball running and put it in the hands of their big back, Darian Anderson, and he went in for the touchdown untouched.
They will attempt a PAT here.
All points are premium, so PATs have become as invaluable as touchdowns today, I do believe.
Good snap, good hold. That ball's going to go through. That's going to make it Longhorns 7, Panthers 0, 7 seconds to go. So we're going to stay here. Normally we'd go to break, but with 7 seconds to go here in this first quarter, we'll stay here, Gerald. Again, this game, as we look out here and as you see it, it is raining here and it's steady. And George Ranch did exactly what we were thinking the Panthers would do on their last possession there. Panthers had some really good field position. And, the Panthers got to make sure that they regroup here and do what they've done all season. Walk the ball down the field,
Each possession is going to be very valuable. Here's going to be one of the scenarios. Right now, we played about almost 28 minutes. First, we have 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Okay, so this is going to be a quick ball game. On that pace, this game is going to be less than 2 hours, okay? A normal game goes 2 hours, 45 minutes. So, all possessions when you have are going to be valuable to try to go down and get a score.
Matthew Reyna back there to return the kick. Henderson to the left. Mills to the right there, so they're planning on a short kick here, and it is. Henderson waits for a fair catch and takes it right there, and the ball's going to be down at the 26-yard line. That's where Kingwood Park will take over here with 7 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Look for Kingwood Park to go back to their bread and butter. They like that power formation, and they take, both of their backs and move to the right side. And I think they're just going to do some power running game right now, try to kind of grind their way, down the field, maybe 3 yards in a cloud of dust at a time. So not to try to do anything too fancy. First downs are going to be key here.
Washington and Henderson here in the gun. Hands off straight ahead right there, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards, so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Our first quarter win here, Longhorn 7, Panthers 0.
Download the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks. And it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas. And only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
Okay, here we go, Gerald. 2nd down and 8. Start of the second quarter. Henderson and Washington in the backfield here for the Panthers. Trips out here to the right. Takes a snap. Straight up middle. There he goes. Henderson gets that edge right there. And he's going to go down. That's a nice play right there. Picked up about 14 yards right there. Ball's going to be placed down right at the 43-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will continue this drive. Henderson and Washington in the back, trips to the right.
Well, it looks like the defensive end there really got sucked down low, giving all of that corner to the quarterback to make sure that he can get around the left side of the line of scrimmage.
Zach Purcell out there, man up on the outside. Henderson keeps the ball right there, breaks off one tackle, but wow, what great pursuit there by.
Yeah, that was number 16, Arian Torres again. We've been calling his name.
Actually, that was number 14, Gerald, our spotter. We are a little high in the sky here, so our spotter, even though he's a lot younger than us, he's saying it's 16, so I guess he's right.
Yeah, it is. All right. Once again, 2nd and 10. And we're really looking to see what's going to be kind of prevalent, what they're going to kind of lean on here, because they went into their trip set here.
Henderson's going to put this ball in the air right there, and he has a man. And that right there is what you're talking about, Gerald. Exactly. That ball went right to the body of Benson. Benson did a nice job of cradling it in. And those are the kind of passes that I believe. I'm not saying you're not going to make some one-off catches downfield, but that ball coming to you, you got a lot better chance of cradling in there.
Yeah, once you get that, your hands extended high above your body, it's just going to be almost, impossible to catch that wet ball like that. That was a great pass.
Yes, it was. Patience there. It stayed in the pocket. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Washington and Henderson in the backfield. Going to only pick up about a yard there.
That was Kingsley Kiki on the stop. Looked like kind of a host. It was kind of jammed up inside. 3rd and short coming up. Key down. Key down. K Park is taking all their time. Okay, now we're up in the center. I think this might be. Boy, he was hit hard there, met by Torrin Marks, number 8, for the Longhorns. I'm not sure he's going to get the first down. I do believe on this instance you should get a measurement, though.
Now, that's going to be clearly about a half yard short there from where they placed the ball down. So George Rand's going to take over and down. Their offense is puddling up here on the sideline. They don't take much time to get out here. So,
well, I think that was a good call and a great move by Coach Hawley. He came to the line of scrimmage. It looked like the quarterback audible to the right play. I just say that was just a good hit and a good defensive stop there by Torrin Marks, number 8. Once again, George Ranch kind of takes the field. They go straight to the line of scrimmage, right off the sideline. And again, it's going to be Nolan to take the ball. Fake and reverse.
Got a man wide open down the middle. The question will be is, will he catch it? And the question is, no, he will not, Gerald.
How about number 4, Marcellus Baker, wide open on a 50-yard pass, right on the money, hit him in the hands. I guess he's going to say on any other day, I probably would have caught it, but that was a tremendous pass by Nolan on the post route, and it was just kind of unfortunate.
And he threw that ball about 50, 55 yards downfield
yes,
in this wet weather. So
on target.
Very nice play on his part. Unfortunately, with this wet ball, it fell to the ground. Going to be handed off right there. 5's got a hold. Oh my goodness, he broke a tackle right there.
That's 5, and Zarian Marks.
Number 24 there, forcing him out for the Panthers.
Yeah, one of the other key parts there. They caught K-Park coming on a blitz in that formation. The blitz was coming from the middle linebacker spot, so Nolan just decided to give it instead of not making any type of read. And once Marks got outside, he had a lot of daylight. Nolan to take the snap again. Zone read, giving it to Darius Anderson again. He breaks 2 or 3 tackles, and he's into the end zone for another touchdown for number 1, Darius Anderson. And once again, he's been a little bit of a workhorse for George Ranch today.
You know, Gerald, you look at a play that was a big play. You know, they had that other play completely bottled up, but when it's wet out here, you got to really, really wrap up tight. And he did a great job of breaking 3 or 4 tackles there and going for a big gain.
Yeah, when you say wrap up, you also want to do a good job of pursuit. You got to do some gang tackling. 2, 3, 4 defenders to the ball to make sure you've got that offensive guy kind of bottled up. Look like we're going to have a little bit of legal procedure from the right up man on the side for George Ranch. Once again, that might not seem like a big play, but now, the extra point becomes more of a little bit like a field goal.
Noah Tarando is going to be doing the kicking duties here for George Ranch Longhorns.
This is another important extra point.
Good snap. That ball hits the upright and bounces through. So Longhorns 14, Panthers 0. Gerald, we're going to go to break.
We have broken the sound barrier and pioneered new paths to space. But where is that new frontier? What barriers will we break next? Every day we are given the opportunity to sign our name to history. Just close your eyes and look inside. You are that new frontier. I'm General Mark Welch. These are my heroes. And we are American Airmen.
All right, and we're back. We're back live here. And it looks like the rain's kind of eased off a little bit from where we can see high up in the press box. It's not nearly coming down as much as as heavy as it's been in the past. It looks like we're going to have number 20, and that's going to be Matthew Rena is going to be back deep for K Park for the Panthers and be set to take the kickoff.
Yeah, he's been kicking the ball short. They put
he's only a couple
Zach
yards
Miles back there. That's where the ball is going to go this time. He's going to call for a fair catch right there. I'm a little surprised in that one. Seemed like he had quite a bit of open field there, but if that's what the coaching staff's telling him to do, then that's what he has to do. But they got to talk about that. If I'm up here as a coach watching that, there was a good solid 5 to 10 yards ahead of him there. So. Maybe more than that, Gerald,
but you know the bad part about that? That's a coaching decision. You know, he's been told as the up back, if that ball gets high up in the air, you just fair catch. And, of course, like what you're saying is you like to be able to give the option to the receiver there if he catches the ball and he sees he's got, room to work that he can take it and go. All right, another key possession for Kingwood Park. The Panthers coming out to the line of scrimmage.
With 9:44 to go in the second, Gerald, it is a big possession right here. They have to stay in this ball game right here by going down and getting some points. And Henderson is just absolutely bottled up there by a host of Longhorns there.
Yeah, that's going to be number 16. It is a host, but look like number 16, Arian Torres, kind of got to him first, kind of forced him to, protect the ball. The one thing I am seeing by the running backs, quarterbacks, whoever has that ball, they are protecting with both hands on that football because it's wet.
Takes the snap there. Got a couple blockers out in front. Dug through a little hole there, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 here. Ball going to be placed down on the 30-yard line.
That was a good run. Good, solid run. Stand behind his key blockers there. And, you just kind of wait for that play to kind of develop and make sure that I can pick up 3 or 4 yards on that. Making it a 3rd and 4, that's a manageable 4 yards here to work with for the Panthers.
Looks like the Longhorns are going to take another timeout, Gerald, and we will go to break here.
The best high school football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all vying to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to Ticketmaster.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, big plays, plus the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
All right, we're back live here. And, Bert, I wanted to talk a little bit about, some of the things that you've been able to do with TexanLive.com. And since being the owner, you've done a tremendous job bringing high school football, making sure that we can streamline that. Why don't you talk about that a little bit and, having the opportunity to partner up with CBS. That has been a great job by yourself.
Well, Joe, Fox Sports Southwest was kind enough to give me an opportunity to partner up with them this year and do some of these playoffs games, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And we'll talk more about that after this play here. Henderson in the gun, trips to the left, takes a snap on a quick one there. Has a blocker out front. Going to be real close to a 1st down, but I think he's going to be knocked out about a yard short there.
Jerrion McVeigh knocked him out. I was a little concerned there because he looked like to me he was
Looked
floating.
like he got the 1st down right there.
Okay,
so
good.
Great job right there.
I was surprised that he didn't get a personal foul. Maybe the momentum of the defender was, carrying him, far out of bounds there. It looked like he almost went to the benches.
Henderson in the gun here with Washington in backfield, trips to the left. Zach Purcell out here to the right. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw the ball again right there. Another man open. Very nice job right there by Benson of catching that ball, and that's going to be a late one. That is twice that he's done that out of bounds.
He did it last.
And he got called right there.
He was flirting with it over here on this sideline, and then over there he just slung the defender clearly out of bounds. And
these coaches, I see these coaches, they don't like that. They're getting on them.
Well, he'd be about sitting next to me about right now. We'd be talking a little bit because you're costing your team 15 yards, and that's going to be a 1st down. Now they're going to be moving into Panther territory. So I'd have a little bit of conversation with them.
Hey, Gerald, I don't mean to correct you, but they're moving into Longhorn territory. Panthers have the ball, baby.
How about we're moving into Longhorn territory? Boy, I'm just back a little bit, and thanks for the correction there, partner.
Trips to the right.
I'm with you.
One to the left. Henderson and Washington in the backfield here for the K-Park Panthers. Takes the snap, hands off to Washington right there. Man, he's hit hard right there.
He's hit hard.
And that ball did come loose, and
boy, that was Trevion Weiss on the tackle number 32, and I didn't see the ball. Did the ball come out? And
yes, it did, and it's going to be recovered by the Longhorns right there. So, as you were talking earlier, though, on this TexanLive.com, about 4 years ago, we started this little company with the idea of John Lopez and bringing in athletes to doing the Talk of the Tailgate right there from Texan Plaza. And the next year then moved it into some streaming of games. So very, very fortunate to be part of
Humble Independent School District where it all started. And naturally we have K Park playing here out of that district. Quarterback, back to throw.
It's going to be
flushed
Nolan.
out of the pocket right there. And number 35 there for the Panthers actually forced him out. That would have been Brian Bynes again. And he's actually going to lose about, we'll call it 3 yards on that play, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, once again, that wet field is just causing everybody to slip and slide, and just kind of unfortunate on that turnover that he didn't have two hands on the ball. But it was one big hit there by McKay. 2nd and long coming up for the Panthers. 35-yard line. Look like we've got the right guard that kind of flinched a little bit. And look like that might be number 77.
That's going to move it 5 back, so now you're going to have a 2nd down. We'll call it 18. Ball placed down 30-yard line here. So, curious to see what the call is here. They more than likely.
It's not a lot of plays you got in your playbook for 2nd and 20. So the best scenario is try to either do a screen or maybe a draw. If you're lucky to get half of it back, to set yourself up for a 3rd and manageable, maybe 10.
One gets a handoff, going to break a couple tackles there again. He's going to get a lot more than half of it back. He's still on his feet.
That's Darius Anderson again, and he's putting on quite a show. He really does have quick feet. He has very, very quick feet. And that may be about a 60-yard run on a wet field. And he put on about maybe a dozen or so moves.
Not only that, waited on his blockers down here.
He was juking the Panthers right and left. That's all you can say on that is wow. And he's a big kid. Once again, that's going to be number 5. Zarion Marks, number 5, is going to be on the carry. Austin Harris, number 26, will be on the stop. We're talking about now 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line.
2nd and goal from 2.
Longhorns are substituting, bringing in a new back. Look like that back is going to be number 29, lined up in the backfield. That's going to be Joshua Suggs. He gets the ball, gets the carry, and look like he is into the end zone. Look like they wanted to get a fresh body, a fresh running back in.
Nice job right there, running downhill, breaking off a couple tackles. Right there, and that's going to put the Longhorns up 20, Panthers 0 with 7:08.
We talked about it earlier, Bert. Turnovers are going to be a key. Of course, field position, and of course, that drive was started by a fumble, kind of deep in Longhorn territory.
And the thing is K Park was on a drive there themselves. Kick up, kick is good. 21 Longhorns, Panthers 0. We go to break.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's nimble and fluid. But sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our Iron Man Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
Fairbanks out here in Cypress, Texas. And this is a nice park. This is the first time I've been here.
Berry Center.
And
what
the Berry
beautiful
Center
facility they have out here.
It is nice. They call it the Berry Center, huh?
This is, one of those stadiums that has indoor, arena over there. And football stadium is absolutely gorgeous. Big facility when you pull up. It's like, wow. So here we go, folks. Down 21-0. The Panthers going to have to find something here. He's going to field this ball, Miles is. Going to take it, run north and south, and he's going to go all the way back to the 37-yard line. So
how about a good you know,
Zach
observation
Mills there, I apologize.
Yeah, good observation there, Bert, because you know what? The coach, when he came to the sideline, said, listen, you know, if there's nobody around you by 10 yards, you can take that ball and go. You don't necessarily have to fair catch it. So that was good teaching from the coaching staff over there for Kingwood. Another key drive for Kingwood, like they're coming out.
Kingwood Park here. Henderson in the gun here. Going to take it straight up the middle there and going to pick up about 4 yards right there, Gerald.
Good pickup. Good pickup. Off the left side, follow your blockers. Like I said, we're just going to go power football. And look like, you know, Kingwood is kind of picking up the pace here a little bit. That was a quick huddle.
Takes a snap right there. Had a little pressure, did a nice job of pulling that ball down and making positive yards out of what looked like very easily could have been a sack there.
Oh, that was a good job by Henderson. Like you're saying, you know, receiver covered. Don't force it. Don't want another turnover. Take that ball and get some positive yards going up the line of scrimmage here.
Six minutes here to go in the second quarter. They're going to run an option out here. Pitches the ball right there to Reyna. And holy cow, what a slew of Longhorns there on pursuit right there.
Yeah, boy, it looks like, you know, when he came, that was the wide receiver that was coming in motion for the reverse. And it looked like, you know, just the defenders kind of followed him in motion. That's the first time we've seen the option today from K Park. And I think they were just trying to do something a little bit different. Interesting today, right now, it just doesn't seem like they're going to believe they're going to punt. So the Longhorns are not going to send anybody back to fill this punt. They're just going to let it roll dead inside the 20, 15, and I think about the 14-yard line.
All right, Gerald, we'll go to break here.
Download the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks. And it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas, and only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back live again here at the Berry Center. And it looks like the Longhorns are taking the field, going straight to the line of scrimmage from the sideline. They've already got the play in hand. And look like Nolan is deep.
Rain has started to fall pretty hard here again. And he's going to be tackled right there at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Okay, it was the same young man, so they're going to keep number 29, which is Joshua Scruggs. He's going to be in the game.
Rennick on the tackle there for the Panthers.
Short game. Well, no game. How about that for the Longhorns?
Take snap there. They're going to run the option over here themselves. Going to be pretty well defensed, and looks like he's going to pick up. Well,
no, I don't think that. As a matter of fact, they might. I don't know if they lost a yard.
No, they're going to give him a yard gain there. Ball's going to go out around the 14-yard line, so that'll get him back to the line of scrimmage because he lost a yard on the last one. So, actually, Joe, you may be right. He might have not picked up anything there.
Well, I tell you what, a good stop here. We've got 4 minutes and 26 seconds left before halftime. So K Park would love to get a good stop here, force them to punt deep in their own territory so that they can have good field position to start their next drive. So this is
they got a stacked offense look here, and he's going to roll out. Got a man wide open down the middle. That's number 4, and that one he's actually going to catch.
That's number 4 again, which is going to be Marcellus Baker with the catch. And how did he get so wide open on a very, very key down? We had no free safety in the line of scrimmage there.
Well, they went a power formation there, Gerald, and K Park just stacked everybody up. And he just broke free back behind him there, so brings up 1st and 10. Ball plays down to the 50-yard line. 4:06 to go here in the second half, or second quarter.
That's going to be number 5, Xarian Marks on the carry. Gain of about 15 yards, going to be out around the 33-yard line of the Panthers this time.
Austin Harris on the tackle there.
Yeah, they missed a good opportunity when they had the Longhorns kind of backed up deep in their own territory to force a punt. We're now 1st and 10. Under center this time, Nolan is. It's a pitch to number 5, Xarian Marks, for a gain of about 5 yards.
Brandon Cochran there on the tackle for the Panthers after a gain of about, we'll call it 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
I'm kind of curious. I haven't seen a lot of under center, and that was one time, the quarterback Nolan was under center. And like I said, I thought I would see more of that today just because of the wet ball. Once again, he's going to come up and get under the center to get the snap. Gets the snap, and he's going to give it to the fullback. And that's going to be the first carry of the fullback today. And I've seen him. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not Garrett Brenneman, that's going to be number 33, is going to get any more carries today, because I know they do a lot of power football there.
Well, that one went backwards for 1 yard, Gerald, so I don't know if that call will be dialed up very much today. But, you want to keep him option. There's a pitch out there. He's got a lane. He's gone, Gerald. 10. He cuts back inside. Touchdown.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. Number 25 there, Parker Craddock for K Park. I mean, he came in. He was going to make the tackle, but he went for the tackle deep in their own territory.
It was actually number 28 there, Rennick, on that. Parker Craddock's actually out for the year, Gerald, with a broken leg. So I know you won't see Mr. Craddock out there on the field today.
Oh, that's going to be 28, my fault. Once again, we're a little high up in the stands here, so, boy, that's just a little bit unfortunate.
Yep.
A little bit unfortunate.
Longhorns 28, Panthers 7. We go to break.
Buy a new Ford truck today at Big Star Ford and get a free Yeti cooler. How about an F-150, $11,000 off or $299 a month and a free Yeti cooler. Huge discounts, most for your trade, 0% financing, and a free Yeti cooler. $14,000 off F-250s. That's an F-250, $14,000 off or $399 a month. Or how about shop 24/7 BigStarFord.com. Just 10 miles south of downtown Houston on 288. You drive, we listen.
Once again, we're back live at the Berry Center. And once again, we talked about that, Bert. That was really unfortunate. They had him. We're going all the way back to that, the long throw. But
3rd down and 10 there.
That
and,
3rd and 10 to let them
gave up about a 35-yard pass play.
That's tough.
So,
That'll kill you. That just kind of killed all the momentum they could have picked up. But we do have 2 minutes and 51 seconds left before halftime, so we can get a good return here. It'd be nice to get a good drive, get some points on the board before halftime.
He's going to wear a fair catch for that one. Going to be caught around the 24-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, guys.
Gerald, this is where if you're K Park, you're still in this ball game. They've scored more than 28 points in a bunch of games. You got to be careful here not to,
give up another turnover.
Yes.
Right before half. That's a key point. don't force anything. Just kinda
Henderson
save
in the
it,
gun
save it.
here. Bobbles the ball and
called
just going to
it.
fall on it.
You called it. You called it. You know, once again, I know I've been harping on a little bit because, you know, I've had the opportunity to, you know, to get in a lot of games and driving rainstorm, and it's just tough to get in that shotgun. I'm kind of surprised we don't see, you know, the quarterback get up under center more often.
Nice catch right there of catching that ball out away from his body there. And he's going to pick up, that was Matthew Reynolds' catch, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards right there. So it's going to bring up a third down and actually about 6 to go here. So that was really, really good catch right there, catching the ball out away from his body.
I'm going to give some kudos there to Henderson. That's also a nice throw to put it right where he can catch it in stride. What a great job by Henderson to get out. I mean, he had pressure all across the field.
Henderson on the carry.
Looked like he's just going to be maybe a tad bit short. I can't tell where the yard mark is at. But what a tremendous job by Henderson to get away and escape about 4 or 5 defenders because they had him dead to right, both left and right defensive ends. And just a good job of scrambling and making a play.
Well, and that's what I said earlier, you know, about it, Gerald. You know, that's what we saw this kid do all year long. So his natural instinct is not going to be cautious. You just seen him right there, you know, break 3 or 4 tackles, and they got an offsides here. This is going to be just a throw up, and I think that's going to be a free play.
Yeah, it looked like
and give the Panthers 1st and 10 there, and looked like that's what they were looking for. They just do it on a hard count right there.
Well, they're on the move, and that's a good thing here. This going to.
Minute 55 to go here in the second quarter. Ball going to be placed down at the 43-yard line. Panthers down 28-0 here. Henderson and Washington in the backfield.
It looked like I've seen him do a little bit more passing than the Panthers on this particular drive.
Here they go with this read option again. Good pitch out there to Reyna. But once again, Gerald, I mean, look at the pursuit of that defense. I mean, this team, I see number 5 on some rankings. I don't know exactly where that is, but I know that this George Ranch team is ranked up pretty highly. We actually played them a couple years ago. They were, you know, some of the games we played. So
I didn't see the rankings, but their record is 10-1. They've only lost 1 football game, so they do come in here, you know, riding high a little bit. I would have liked to see the receiver just stay wide a little bit. I know they kind of forced him back in. Once again, Henderson has all kind of time,
and his receiver, number 88 there, Zach Mills, just looked like he started reaching a little bit too soon. He started leaning and lost his footing. So
and on a wet field, anytime you lean like that, obviously you're going to lose your balance. But that was a great job of scrambling.
He was open there.
Yeah, great job of scrambling again by Henderson. All right.
Henderson
like we
and
got
Washington.
A long snap count there.
Gets that ball off, and it's going to be caught by number 16. I believe that's Benson again.
I think you said this already. There's no quitting Henderson. He's a tough kid. Did you see him take that hit?
Oh, yeah.
As that ball was being delivered, and he put that ball right on the money, and that was a great catch. What a fabulous job. That, so far, to me, right there, has been the play of the game for them thus far. Hopefully it can manufacture some points for him.
That ball's tipped and very fortunate to find the ground without having a purple helmet underneath it there.
Very fortunate.
Normally you see when that ball hits two people and goes in the air, it's an interception.
Especially when you get those hands up on those tip balls, you know. We used to call them the tip ball drill from the defense sideline scrimmage there. Well,
once again, it was a screen, and George Ranch did a great job of being patient. And 40 seconds to go here.
Well, still got plenty of times because I do believe we've got a couple of timeouts. Oh, golly, just unfortunate that way. That ball kind of got away from him a little bit. Burton's kind of high. You would have, if he could have got that down in the chest area around the numbers, I think the wide receiver could have had a little bit of room to kind of work in the inside there.
Looks like I was going to say, did we get a timeout here, Joe?
We had a stoppage
seconds
play
here, or it's going to be 3rd and 10. Ball's placed down right there.
Look like they want to get a dry ball, maybe.
47-yard line, so yep.
Pretty good job by the center. That is something that you can do in games like this. If the center comes and that ball is just too wet, he can signal to the head official to see if he can get a timeout or just an official stop of play.
Takes it there, hand off to Washington, breaks a tackle. He's going to have a first down right there. So that's going to stop the clock. 29 seconds to go.
Man, I tell you what,
looks like got a man down too here. So we will go to break and see you here in just a minute.
We have broken the sound barrier and pioneered new paths to space. But where is that new frontier? What barriers will we break next? Every day we are given the opportunity to sign our name to history. Just close your eyes and look inside. You are that new frontier. I'm General Mark Welch. These are my heroes, and we are American Airmen.
I know we're live back here. It's kind of unfortunate because it looks like that's going to be one of the Longhorns, and I think we got number 8, Torrin Mark, still down on the field.
And Gerald, as we said, in a situation like this, we're going to go back to break. We're new at this, and I apologize. We still have a player down, so we will go to break.
The best high school football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all vying to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to Ticketmaster.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, big plays, plus the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Be a part of the...
All right, Gerald, very fortunate there. He did walk off on his own power, so that's a good thing. They reset the 25-second clock here. We do have 29 seconds to go here in the second quarter. The clock started, takes a snap, looks downfield, has a little time, got pressure. Breaks through a couple tackles there and going to pick up about 3 yards. And so they do take a timeout, so we will go to break here.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes, what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.
Gerald, we have 18 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball being placed down on the 35-yard line. K-Park on a drive right here. And, and if as a Panther fan and as, a school down 28-0, really need to get some points on the board here. They do have 2 timeouts, so they've got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Henderson and Washington in the backfield. Henderson takes the snap. Going to throw a quick pass out there to Matthew Reyna, and he's going to step out of bounds and pick up about 5 yards right there. So ball going to be placed down at the 21-yard line, and 31-yard line. So they basically have maybe 3 plays here before halftime, even with the timeouts.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to get something going to the boundary there so they can, use the sideline as another timeout, if necessary. So all the plays are going to be called going into the sideline.
And I think Reyna was actually lucky there by stepping out of bounds, because that stopped the clock right there, because, he was very well covered out there. And, if he comes back in, it probably takes another 4 or 5 seconds off the clock. So here we go. Takes the snap, has some time, has a man, pump fakes, ball's going to get on the ground. This is not what the Panthers were looking for, but they're very fortunate that ball wasn't scooped up and advanced back down the field. So with 4 seconds to go here in the first half, we got the Longhorns 28, Panthers 0.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate. I can't blame Henderson on that. I know he's trying to make a play. Of course, you'd like to see him kind of protect that ball, especially when you get up in the pocket. But once again, it was just kind of unfortunate. He's trying to make a play, trying to get on the scoreboard before halftime. Looked like the Longhorns going to line up, maybe take a knee.
That's what they do, Gerald, and this will take us to the end of the first half. Longhorns 28, Panthers 0. As I said, I'm Bert Brocker.
This Ice Cube, Gerald McNeil coming with you.
All right, we'll see you after halftime show.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the talented, show-stopping, head-turning, spectacular Kingwood Park Silver Stars Dance Team. Over the years, the Silver Stars have excelled in numerous competitions and earned many titles, such as Grand Champion Indian Team, Grand Champion Officers, and Top Team in Texas. They're also home battle winners. They recently performed a patriotic dance for veterans and tourists in Hawaii. The 2014-2015 military officers are Captain David Ferguson, Captain Avery Jones, Captain Logan Lancaster, Warrior Member Lieutenant Colonel Erica Davies, and Warrior Member Air Colonel Lexi Richardson. Social officers are President Lexi Yon, Vice President Brenna Embry, Spirit Chair Mallory Roberson, Historian Caitlin Herring, Secretary Shelby Shotland, and Treasurer Allie Bales. Silver Star parliamentarians are Carolyn Arredondo, Gracie Crawford, Madeline Dawkins, Kendall Hogan, Victoria Soderman, and Brooke Zucker. The Silver Star is under the direction of Miss Cindy Vaughn. The Silver Star of the week is Victoria Soderman. The Silver Stars will be forming a jazz kick routine to Jai-Ho. Good luck, girls. Silver Stars, Lady Lady. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue halftime entertainment. Kingwood Park High School is proud to present the Panther Marching Band. The drum majors leading the Panther Band are Ariana Chavarria, Stephanie Jordan, and Hannah Solder. The Panther Band's halftime show is called Light, and tonight will feature the selections Fanfare from the Third Planet and Into the Light. The Panther Band is instructed by Robbie T. Sitka and Jennifer Arthur. Please welcome and enjoy the 2014 Kingwood Park Panther Marching Band. Go Scots. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the George Ranch Longhorn Band. The band is under the field direction of Shekinah Colonna, Celine Gandino, and Kate Allison. Band directors are Darren Jordan, Lisa Stiles, Tim Lyon, Beth Young, and Randy Young. The band has had a great competitive marching season, earning straight ones at UL marching contests, 5th place overall at the Water Marching Festival, and a great performance at the Bands of America Super Regional in Alabama. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. George Ranch High School and the Lamar Consolidated Independent School District are proud to present to you the national award-winning Laureates Varsity Dance Team with special guest performers, the Bells JV Drill Team. The Larriettes and the Bells are under the direction of Director Tashane O'Haver and Assistant Director Nicole Brody. While many of the Larriettes are in New York participating in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade through the Spirit of America Productions, this elite group of performers is excited to entertain you this evening. So put your hands together and please welcome the Larriettes and Bells as they perform Girl, You Really Got Me Now, made popular by the people. Enjoy.
Great.
we go. 1, 3, 1, 2.
To start the second half, kicking off for Kingwood Park is number 9, Matthew Flaherty. Number 7, Tyler Gidry, back deep.
It's Brooke Elder's birthday. So, we're going to sing her happy birthday.
Here we go, ready to get the second half started. Number 7 back there to receive the kickoff. Does not wait for a fair catch. Makes a clean catch there and going to return it out to the 39-yard line there.
Well, the rain hasn't eased up a little bit. It's still coming down pretty good, bud.
Yeah, it is, Gerald. And if the Kingwood Panthers are going to get back in this, Kingwood Park Panthers are going to get back in this ball game, you done got me saying it, so I apologize to the crowd. Called KP football forever, so K Park football here. And
we need to stop. We really need to stop. That's what we need, an opening drive. And I'm sure that's exactly what Coach talked about. We need a 3 and out.
One on the carry again, and again breaking tackles left and right, still on his feet.
That's number 1, Darius Anderson. We've been talking about him. Boy, he is running hard. And it's kind of interesting to see him jerk and turn his body like he's turning on that wet field. He's got good balance and good feet because, I mean, he is doing a tremendous job just staying afloat there.
Anderson just broke probably 6 tackles there.
But I'm looking at the way he's breaking the tackles, Bert. I mean, he is twisting and turning and really jerking, and a lot of times it's hard to keep your footing like that.
Quarterback keeps it right up there in the middle.
And it's going to be Nolan on the keeper.
Going to get about 3 yards there. Host of, look like number 41.
Stop number 48, Jack Hornet.
Olrenick again on the tackle there.
Well, once again, we got to look for a stop here. It's just still second and long, about 8 yards. Well, the Longhorns really spread their formation out this time. And it's going to
see a flag thrown in there. He's actually going to be tackled for about a 5-yard loss right there. Well, they're going to mark it at the 26-yard line, so he's going to be about a 4-yard loss. Be real interesting to see what they do here because it'll be 3rd down and we'll call it 10 or 2nd down and 17. So looks right now like they are backing them up.
They're going to make them go the distance. All right, just as we said, the rain was coming down. Looked like it slowed up again, and A little bit of a drop. Must have been a cut block, I
was
do
going to say,
believe.
that looked like a chop block there, so that was 15 yards. So that right there makes it a very, very easy decision to make. So instead of third down and 11, they've got second down and we'll call it a short 26.
Well, here we go again. Look like Nolan's going to take it in the shotgun.
Going to set up a screen right here. Good job right there. Wow. That was almost an interception there. I know his brain was saying, just make sure it doesn't go over my head, but man, if he'd have got just a little more air under his feet there, very easily could have picked that one, and there was absolutely nobody between Harris and the goal line. So fortunate for the Longhorns, unfortunate for the Panthers, but still great play, and that's going to bring up third down in this. We'll call it a short 26.
Boy, I wish he would have kind of kept his footing, but I know he's kind of slippery down there because that could have been a key turnover.
Takes snap here, has pressure. He just throws it up. This ball is going to be picked off right there. Very nice job. He's got a blocker out front if he can get around that corner right there. And they're going to throw a flag down. There's going to be another flag, so they're probably going to be offsetting right there. Looks like, well, there's laundry everywhere, Gerald. So as I figured out this year in high school football, my opinion does not matter.
Well, listen.
So we're going to let them decipher and break down all this and figure out what their opinion is because they're huddling up here to make the decision.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit because this is where it comes in. This is one of my pet peeves. I cannot stand when I see a referee. Now, I saw the laundry, so it could have been a block in the back, okay? That block in the back came in the middle of the field, in the right hash mark. The guy was running the back, had nothing to do with the ball carrier who was already 2 or 3 yards, from the boundary by the time I'm seeing the flag thrown. So, I always, and I know sometimes as a referee you don't want to, making, odds and ends, but boy, if it has nothing to do with the immediate play, you let, guys play on. So we'll let them see like you're saying, but.
Well, who even knows? Because I see 2 here, 1 there. I mean, was there a flag early that both of us missed?
Well, I know
before the interception.
That's true. Now that could have
been. That's the question I have.
That's a good question.
First question is going to be: is the interception going to stand? Then the second, third, and fourth question is going to be what were the other flags? So here we go. Looks like.
And this is big for the Panthers. Okay, this is going to be big for the Panthers because they got the interception.
So it is going to be the Panthers' ball, and now we'll try to figure out where they're going to mark it down at. One of the line judges is actually going to have to come back here and pick up his handkerchief back here. So, wow.
It's a personal foul. We do know it's a personal foul on being, on the ball carrier once it was on the sideline.
The good news is he ain't going to call a flag here. Because he left his all the way back there. So
now, normally we do have to stop play. In this instance, they do need to get that flag down on the opposite end of the field.
Henderson in the gun here. Washington in his backfield. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Put Purcell out there to the right. First down ball on the 33-yard line. Hand off to Washington right there. Breaks off a couple tackles. Man, what a disciplined tackle that was right there, Gerald. There was no help if he breaks around that right there. Washington there still going to pick up 3 yards, but man, what a big hit.
Yeah, that was Mikhail Onu, number 9, with the big hit. But listen, what about the power running by number 22? Now, that's a great run. That's one of the toughest 2-yard runs I've seen tonight, that's for sure.
Second down 8, ball on 31-yard line. Henderson in the gun, takes the snap, going to throw it right there. Going to be caught, and that ball was caught by Benson out away from his body. First catch we've seen tonight, out away from his body or out away from any receiver's body. Ball's going to be placed down on 21st and 10, and K Park's going to go to what they love, the hurry-up offense. Takes the snap right there, straight up the middle, breaking tackles. There's Washington on a hard run, still on his feet. He's going to make it down to the 8-yard line. That's going to be another Panther first down.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough on you because, boy, they're lined up again and they're
Here
ready
we
to
go. Same thing. Henderson in the gun. Looks over. There we go. Quick snap. Right there.
Boy,
Henderson left his feet there.
Left his feet.
And only picked up about a yard, but it, like you said earlier, that was a tough yard right there.
That's a tough one right there, I tell you.
Ball going to be placed down. Looks right around the 7-yard line. We'll have second down and goal from the 7 here.
We're looking for K Park to come up with a touchdown here. They really need a touchdown, Bert.
Henderson in the gun here. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Washington in the backfield with him.
Think I could change the play a little bit.
Going to be a handoff right there to Washington. Going to slip through a tackle, which really and truly it looked like he was going to get no yards, but at least he did pick up 2 there. So, you know, this in theory probably is 4-down territory, down 28-0, 8 to go here in the third quarter. Going to send trips out here to the left, 1 receiver to the right, Henderson and Washington in the backfield for the Panthers.
They cannot pick up a first down, so the ball has to get in the end zone. Right off the fingertips. Right off the fingertips.
Well, 4th and 5. Offense staying on the field.
Lining up quick.
Well, I'm sure they're not wanting to let them make substitutions here. But without doubt, this is a big play. 7:48 to go here in the third quarter. Takes the snap. Blitz coming, man open. Touchdown, Panthers. That's Benson. Nice catch right there.
A nice throw by Henderson. On the slant route, he put it on the inside. The defender was on the outside, right between the numbers, and that was a great catch by Benson to snug the ball and make sure that he secured it. Well, we talked about it. That's a great drive by the Panthers to go length the field there and get a touchdown.
Matthew Flaherty, which in my opinion was the star in the C.E. King game, behind, of course, the workhorse, Jalen Henderson. But there we go. Kick is up. Kick is good. Big leg. That kid right there, Gerald, he wasn't there at that game with me. Mark N. Johnson called that game with me, and we watched him kick a 41-yard field goal as a sophomore to win against C.E. King. And in my opinion, get the momentum. They go to Barbers Hill the next week, win, and then, of course, after beating Nederland in the first round here today, and, you know, was a big part of helping get K Park back. I mean, he had to make the kick to win the game. Jalen Henderson had to run probably for 250 yards
to put him in position.
I got you. Have that opportunity.
Well, I'm gonna let you know. I just saw him kick a 40-yarder right then on the extra point. That ball went all the way back to the. We're looking at the scoreboard there. So, I mean, he does have a big leg, and hopefully. We're going to look for K Park to get back in the game here. And already, I'm going to tell you, 28-7, like you said, we've always known we can score a lot of points in the second half. So it's going to be interesting here.
It's interesting what they do here. They've kind of pooch kicked a couple times. They've really got everybody up tight right there.
Yeah, George Ranch is expecting an onside kick, after a big score to try to change the momentum.
I've seen Mr. Flaherty's leg. I would let him go ahead and kick the ball off here, and I would actually position this ball back to the left right now. I mean, he needs to go. Look at the open field down here to the left. I don't know if the coaches see it or not.
He sees it. He sees it.
Now there'll be questioning, what is the ball going to do? His big leg did what I thought it would do. Went out of the back of the end zone, but that's one of those times you almost wish there was some kind of kick to about the 10 down there that had some spin on it to stay in bounds if you are a Panther fan. But still a good kick, and we've got a ball game now. Longhorns 28, Panthers 7:43 to go here in the third.
And I want you to look like Bert, we've got the rain that has stopped completely. I don't see, normally you can look up at the lights and I don't see any participation coming down, so it may be kind of dry out there. Nolan looks like he's going to be in the shotgun as he takes the snap.
Brings a man in motion right there, hands off to him.
That's going to be Marks
in front.
That's going to be Marks with the run.
And he's going to pick up about 4 yards right there. Real close to a personal foul right there on the Panthers, throwing the ball back down at the feet of the
oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Well, Harris made a great stop from his free safety position. Harris made a perfect tackle there to keep it to a 4-yard gain for Marks.
Handoff straight up the middle right there.
Yeah, that's Darius, the workhorse again, Darius Anderson. And I'm starting to see that, K-Park and their defensive line, they're starting to get a feel for that play now. They ran it a number of times in the first half, but I just saw there with number 54.
Yeah, Nolan Stokely there.
Yeah, I saw him stay at home. So they're getting a feel for, what they particularly like to run in certain formations.
Takes the snap, hands off, straight up the middle, got the first down. And so once again, Stokely in there, and number 35, Brian Bynes on the tackle there, but it was after a 4-yard gain, so.
Yeah, but they're looking better, a lot better on defense and keeping them from them, really 20, 30-yard pickups at a time. You force him to grind it out, and you can come up with the turnover.
I'm sure this Longhorn coach would very much love to see them just keep picking the way there. Good pursuit by number 31 right there on the backside, Aaron Hurd. He did a nice job of pursuing that play on the backside and helping with that tackle out there. Looked like number 11 also Wallace in on that tackle.
All right. It looks like Nolan's back to take the play again. It's going to look like the option this time to Anderson.
Throw it out there.
And he's got the option around the right side of the end there.
And Hurd's going to be involved in that tackle again, but not for after about a 9-yard gain, which is going to give George Ranch Longhorns a 1st and 10. And, Gerald, I can promise you this Longhorn coach would just as soon take these plays like this. I mean, naturally he wants a 60-yard touchdown anytime he can get it, but right now they're picking up 8 here, 3 there, and getting first downs and running the clock. So.
And we hadn't talked about it right now because we're still in the third quarter, but they're keeping the clock rolling and they're keeping the possession. All right, that was
number 7 there for
yeah, that's going to be Tyler Guidry. Okay, the wide receiver that's coming in motion, and the give for the reverse there around the right side, and look like he's going to pick up about 6 yards on that play. Once again, I keep stressing that, as long as they're moving and making first downs, they got that clock running, and it keeps the K part, offense on the sideline. The give is going to be the Marks, but look like they're going to get him
for about a yard gain right there.
31.
Good Hurt again on the Hurt again there on the tackle of. Good job of hanging on and not letting go. So.
Hanging on, like they say,
I wasn't hanging on for dear life.
Dear life,
but, yeah, ball plays down on the 42-yard line here. Going to be a 3rd down. We'll call it 3 yards for the Longhorns.
I'd be keying on Mr. Anderson on this, Darius Anderson. He was on the sideline. He comes back into the ball game here. Look for them to try to get him the ball.
We do have man coverage out here on number 4, but nope, they're going to go right back to 1. And wow, I think he's actually going to be stopped short. What a big hit right there by number 54.
Yeah, boy. I mean, he has really played well this series. I think that is Stokely again, isn't it? Nolan Stokely, number 54, on the big hit. And
here we go. They're going for it on 4th down here. And
actually, I'm thinking that's going to be a legal procedure because I thought our defender did jump, but he got back. And then when the wide receiver takes off, that should be illegal motion.
Well, the thing is, I think they'll call that because it's not the man in front of you. So it will be a false start. If the person in front of you jumps, then it will go the other direction.
That's correct.
But the receiver out wide, he's not to move on motion.
He's not to move. He was trying to think it was encroachment, and then he goes, but that's not going to, that's not going to fly right now. Making it 4th and 6, I do believe, didn't it?
Yes, it is.
Boy, this is going to be interesting because it looks like to me that the Longhorns are keeping their offense out on the field. Wow. Okay, I thought this is a pretty gutsy move from the head coach of the
He's going for
Longhorns.
it right here, and he throws it out there. Good pursuit right there, and he is going to be swarmed right there by number 28. What a great job of making that sideline a friend there. And without a doubt, once again, Ulrenick with a big tackle right there. And K Park's going to take over first and 10. Ball's going to be placed down at the 49-yard line of KP. So
let's see. Let's make sure that we remember that play in this series of events. There's 3:28 left in the third quarter because that is exactly the type of play that can spark an offense and a team. And if they take this ball and go the length of the field, it's going to be interesting.
Two to the left, two to the right. Henderson in the gun, Washington in the backfield. Brings Rain in motion. He actually gets the edge out there, and that's what I watched him do all year long. He actually got the edge there, and they have not been able to do that on this slick field. But Gerald, as you said earlier,
look at the enthusiasm.
The momentum has changed dramatically here.
If you're just watching, the players for K Park, they are running around like it is a brand new ball game.
Momentum has changed right now, but it's still 28-7. Longhorns still in commanding control. Straight ahead right there, Washington breaking tackles. He's going to pick up a solid 10 yards right there.
Yeah, stop is Darion McVie, but I got to tell you, they are running with a passion.
Well, not only that, they're not afraid to get in a hurry here, moving the ball up and down. So they're resetting the 25-second clock here. Puts the ball down in play, two to the left, two to the right. Henderson in the gun. Going to hand off to Washington again. Washington bounces off of his own man right there, but he's still going to pick up a solid 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was Cole McKnight, the defensive end, coming in for the stop. But not after, he picked up 5 yards on that game. And once again, they're right on the center.
Raina in motion, hands off right there. Bounces off a guy, but he's only going to pick up a couple there. It looked like that was going to be a big play. Nice job by the defense right there. Linebacker a fill-in.
Yeah, that's number 55, Kinsley Kiki. That young man is already committed to Texas A&M. So, he's going to be an Aggie. He won't even have to change colors. But that all the blue and white he's used to with George Ranch.
3rd and 4 here for the Panthers. He's going to throw the ball. Has a man open out there. Once again, that's Mr. Benson. And that's going to be a first down.
That's a first down. Good
Nice job by Henderson of being patient, letting him open up, not getting happy feet, and delivering a strikeout.
Yeah, it was a great job by the receiver there, too. Catching the ball, turning around to kind of get upfield to give himself a first down.
Gerald, minute 48 to go here in the third quarter. Panthers on a drive here. Ball placed down, 23-yard line. Henderson in the gun, 2 on each side. Washington in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, got a man open right there. And once again, that's, I believe, Mr. Benson. He's still on his feet. Oh, wow. They're going to say that his forward progress was stopped there after about a 9-yard gain. So, but nice job of keeping your feet moving right there. As a coach, you always want to teach that. Quick snap right there, handoff straight up middle. That's going to be a Panther touchdown, Mr. Washington.
Think that momentum hadn't changed? I'm telling you. I can see it. Look at that sideline and look at their fans. As a football player, let me tell you, you feed in the emotion of the crowd. When the crowd and your plans and your players and your coaches, when they're jumping up and down and going crazy, I'm telling you, your momentum and your adrenaline, it goes up to 150. And I'm telling you that it happens time and time again. So, once again, like you say, this is going to be this is a ball game. This is a ball game.
Flaherty here on the PAT attempt. Good snap, good hold. That ball is going to be good by inches. It looked like it was partially blocked. Gerald, we'll go to break. Longhorns 28, Panthers 14.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's nimble and fluid. But sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our Iron Man Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
many football games in your career. And, you know, one of the things that coaches tell you is this game is 4 quarters.
4 quarters.
And I've seen many teams play 3 unbelievable and lose in the 4th quarter. And I've seen teams come out in the first half, absolutely dominate. And, you know, we'll talk about this first half a lot because K Park had the ball first down on the 25 after recovering a turnover, and then threw the ball a couple times when it was pouring down rain to incomplete passes. Did not get any points out of that. Longhorns marched the ball down the field and had some really solid drives in that first half, and without doubt, just flat dominated. But as you said, momentum has changed a little bit here. It's now 28-14. That ball's going to do what the last one did, go through the back of the end zone with 1:13 to go. We've definitely got a different football game right now, Charles.
Oh yeah, it's a different feel. And I'm looking at the players on the side with George Ranch. They're walking around. You know, they're trying to say, hey, we just want that clock to run so we can hurry up and get this one over with. And you can see the other sideline is jumping up and down, and they're excited. Now this is a key part for the Longhorn coaching staff, because the offensive coordinator has got to help his defense, okay? His defense has been on the field for quite a time here in the second half, so let's see if that kind of takes place.
Well, and it'll be interesting because as we've seen earlier, and they've got man up out there on the outside to see if they go back to the air, but that's Anderson straight ahead again, running hard, but only going to get 2 yards there, and it looked like number 28 again right there for a big stick. Orenick again with a nice stop there up the middle after we'll call it 3-yard gain, so bring up second down and 7.
That was a hard hit by Orenick, and I'm starting to see that it's starting to take its toll a little bit on Anderson.
But don't forget, Anderson still ran downhill there because he was hit about 2 yards in the backfield. He got a seam right here. He could get some big yards.
Yeah, that's marked around the end. And unfortunate, the defensive end just got flanked. You know, he got sucked in on that give. They faked that give around. When that receiver comes in motion there, he's at full throttle. Okay, so if you just hesitate for a second from that left defensive end spot, he's going to get around every time. So that's just a play that they've used as their bread and butter kind of all night tonight, giving marks on that end around.
Well, and you're not the number 5 ranked team for no reason and coming here at 10-1. These guys definitely realize that momentum has switched, and this offense is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, running over people going north and south. And Anderson ran hard right there for about 4 yards right there. Looks like getting off the bottom of that pile is Mr. Orenick again. So.
Well, listen, Mr. Anderson is kind of complaining to the referee, and he's saying that they're hitting me after the play. Actually, I think they're hitting him hard, and he's kind of not like that.
Gerald, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Longhorns 28, Panthers 14. We're going to break.
Download the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks, and it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas, and only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
All right, we're back at the Berry Center again, and let me tell you, another important game. And it's been a great day because the Panthers have come back and they've made this a ball game. Because you still got 12 minutes, anything can happen. And, with them right now trying to get a stop, keeping points off the board is going to be key for them as they start the fourth quarter. Probably look for, the Panthers to kind of take the ball. They're going to always put it in between Nolan, Anderson, and Marks. They have been the workhorse, and I'm going to look for a heavy dose of that probably coming here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, second down and 6 here for the Longhorns. Takes the snap, hands off to his workhorse, straight up the middle, breaking tackles, and he's going to get about 5 right there. So it's going to bring up a third down and very short here.
Boy, he's been a workhorse. I wonder how many carries does he have for the evening. I mean, he has to be approaching the 25, attempts mark here coming very shortly here. Oh, that's
Quarterback
just.
draw straight up middle. Looked like a broke play, but I think he's still going. I don't know.
No, it looked like he's a little bit
Looks like
short.
he's going to be a little bit short, and that's going to be a 4th down. So he's going to bring up 4th and about a yard.
What a great job by Nolan there, the quarterback, because in the shotgun, the ball was clearly left of him. He had to snag it with one hand just to save it, and had the momentum to still get up the field and maybe pick up a yard. It's going to be 4th and short. Well, I'm going to see everybody look like everybody's off their seat. Yep, crowds up. It's 4th and short with about 11 minutes left in the game. Nolan's going to take the ball, going to go straight up the middle, caught him on the blitz. And it looked like Nolan's going to go in for the score, and I don't see a flag or any laundry out on the carpet. They came to a bread and butter because he came in motion, and everybody from K Park, they thought they was running that wide receiver sweep again. He kept it and went right straight up.
Containment there, Gerald. And like you said, K Park had everybody in the box there. So that's going to make it Longhorns 34, Panthers 14 as they try the point after attempt here. Kick on the way. Kick is good. So that's going to make it Longhorns 35, Panthers 14, 10:45 to go here in the 4th.
Buy a new Ford truck today at Big Star Ford and get a free Yeti cooler. How about an F-150 at $11,000 off or $299 a month and a free Yeti cooler? Huge discounts, most for your trade, 0% financing, and a free Yeti cooler. $14,000 off F-250s. That's an F-250, $14,000 off or $399 a month. Or how about shop 24/7 BigStarFord.com, just 10 miles south of downtown Houston on 288. You drive, we
All right,
listen.
once again, we're live back at the Berry Center here. And, with that particular score, they're making it 35-14. It took a little bit of air and, momentum away from K Park, but I'm going to look for them. I'm going to look for them to kind of keep up with what they're doing because they have been very successful running, passing the ball, and Anderson has been key back from the quarterback spot. So still looking for them to come back and get a score here and make a good, push going down the end of the 4th quarter. Well, they're lined up again. Look like they're ready for the pooch kick, and they've done it each and every time. I think that one more time is going to be Zach Mills, 88, with a fair catch on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for K Park Panthers. And, you're going to look for them to really kind of get geared up. They're coming straight from the line of scrimmage. And I do believe you're going to see a little bit of hurry-up offense right now with 10:45.
Well, and I got to believe with the rain died down here, you're going to see the ball in the air too because they got to figure out how to get big chunks down by 21 here with only 10:45 to go in the ball game. Trips left, Henderson in the gun here. Yep, going to go right to the air right off the bat. Going to be caught right there, break a couple tackles, and he's going to pick up a 1st down there, and that's Matthew Reyna with a big catch and about 11-yard, 12-yard gain right there.
Yeah, that was number 3, Shola, on the tackle, and boy, he got hit hard. He held on to the ball and kept grinding away to get a couple of extra yards. They're going to put the aerial tackle show, I do believe, on.
Here we go. Handoff right there to Washington. Going to pick up about 5 yards. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Ball going to be placed down right between the 42 and 43-yard line.
The one thing we've got to mention is there's a lot of time left, in this 4th quarter, so they don't have to get away from what they do best.
Nobody could come open there. That was designed to be a quick hitch out there to the outside. They had it covered well, and going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here. The Longhorns did a really nice job there of having that play defensed.
Yeah, good job by Henderson just, not forcing anything.
Right there, once again, Benson straight ahead. That's going to be a 1st down. He's going to make it to just inside of the 50-yard line. Ball will be placed down at the 49-yard line of the Longhorns. So that's another first down for K Park.
The clock stops because of the movement of the change, and they're lined up, and they're not wasting it. Now, I would have to say the referees are a little bit slow in setting the ball. I guess we got to get a dry ball in.
Nothing there. Boy, what pursuit by the Longhorns right there.
Yeah, probably the strength of this Longhorn football is on their defense. I know they've got a great running back in Anderson, but
drops back here, has lots
he has
of time.
a ton of time.
That ball's going to be picked off right there over the middle. And
yeah, that's going to be number 11, Jerian McVeigh, with the pickoff. I think that's just one that, Jalen wished he just had back. The receiver was double covered coming down the middle. So, that's one he just kind of forced in there. And, boy, they were on the move. What a shame. They were on the move, and things were really lining up pretty good. Well, I'm pretty sure now the Longhorns, their coaching staff, you're definitely going to try to keep it in the hands of the running back there, Anderson, trying to make sure and get about 3 or 4 first downs. That's going to be Marks. Marks on the reverse and reversed his field. Ended up picking up about 15 yards. I think one of the things that was pretty good on his part, he noticed he was going to run out of bounds. He stopped to make sure he didn't stop the clock. And then, of course, kind of split the defenders there, picking up the first down. Kind of noticed that the Longhorns are taking their time now, kind of milking the play clock a little bit. Handoff's going to go to Anderson again. And Anderson looked like he's going to pick up about 5 yards.
Hurd on the tackle there for the Panthers after about a 4-yard gain, 3-yard gain. Brings up second down, 7-8 minutes to go here in this ball game. And like you said, the Longhorns have definitely slowed the tempo of
let's look and see if K Park, the Panthers, are going to start going for the football. You know what I'm talking about? They may try to strip the ball or, cause, right now you want to cause a fumble and have a quick turnaround.
Great pursuit right there, and there was a host of number 24, number 31 there for that was Velko and Hurd again for the defense of the Panthers, and a host of other people, really.
Yeah, listen, Anderson's coming off the field. I'm not sure if that's a trot or a jog, but he might be crawling because he has been a workload today. He really has. Looks like they're going to give him a break here. Once again, we're looking at the Longhorns kind of milking the play clock here, taking as long as they possibly can, down to about 5 seconds before. And now it looks like they may even take a timeout.
Yeah, they do. With 7:27 to go here in this ball game, Longhorns 35, Panthers 14.
Hey fans, it's Bert.
And Jamie with your Texan dealerships. It's time for the biggest truck month event in Houston.
Because Texan has the biggest selection and great deals. That's right, get a new Sierra Crew for just $24,888 or $299 a month.
And we have 0% interest for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Thanks for making Texan the fastest growing dealership in the nation.
Texan Buick and GMC located at Highway 59 in Will Clayton.
Or shop us 24/7 at TexanDrive.com. We treat you better.
All right, welcome back to Cypress, Texas here. Cypress Fairbanks out here at the Berry Center. Located in the middle of Cypress, right here on Barker Cypress. And let me tell you, one of the things that's going to be kind of interesting is we start winding down, getting to about the 7-minute mark, is just to see how many, chances, let's say, that the Longhorn offense is going to take. Are they just going to, try to get 1 or 2 yards and maybe play field position and punt? Or are they going to try to keep first downs, keeping K Park's offense off the field and seeing if they can end this thing? So we're going to see whether or not, they're going to go ahead and push it to the pedal. Nolan is back in the shotgun. He's going to take the play. It looked like it's a draw this time.
Yes, it is. that's going to be a personal foul.
I thought that was very, very unfortunate. Listen, they call the personal foul, but when you're a defender and you're chasing a guy and you ride him, he goes on off, I just don't see how you can call that a personal foul. He didn't drive.
Look like there are going to be 2 flags on the play, though, Gerald. I'm looking over there. I didn't see that flag over there, so I'm not quite sure what that one was. Was a big pickup there of even right at 12 yards before the flag. So
yeah, that's
be curious to see what these penalties are. Wow, I mean that's a little different because they call it a dead ball personal foul, and that clearly started in play. So I can see, I don't know how that's a dead ball foul, but again, as I've said many times, it's just my opinion sitting high in the sky. Got to look deeper into the rules there because you would have thought that would have.
I think they're going to march off both ways. So
yeah, they'll go 5 back and then the personal foul back to the way. But my question still is how is that a dead ball foul when it's the man that's making the tackle?
It doesn't make sense to me on that one.
But again, as I said several times, it's just an opinion. So
I got to look at the rule book myself on that one. I do know we're definitely in high school, so it's a little bit different. The rules, I know that would have been offsetting normally what I was thinking about, typically from the pro and collegiate. Boy, the Longhorn receivers are taking huge splits, which would know that they're trying to run the ball and get you spread out.
And boy, they did. He got the edge right there and running hard.
Yeah, that's going to be number 29, Joshua Scruggs again. And, he's the backup that comes in for Anderson. And he comes in fresh, and you can tell that, it's almost like a motor mount. But, one thing to kind of look at when those wide receivers really take those big, huge splits, they're really just trying to get defenders out so that they can run the ball up inside. All right, Nolan in the shotgun again, takes the handoff. And once again, the give is going to be to Scruggs. But this time, he's going to be thrown for a loss. And it looked like to me that's going to be number 28.
Orenick again.
Orenick. Boy, way to play the run there. Step up and fill the hole from your linebacker's position. You did a good job. Good, solid tackle there. And like I said, I'm looking for maybe we can get a strip of the ball and get a turnover. Because clearly the Longhorns are trying to milk the clock. All right, once again, Nolan's going to take it. And he's going to give it this time again to Scruggs, number 29, up the middle. Maybe a gain of about 5 yards. Still going to make it a 3rd and long.
Yep,
3rd and long.
Bynes right there after about a 5-yard gain. So 3rd and we'll call it a short 10, long 9.
Well, key down. Got to get off the field. So, K Park, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be 4-down territory.
I'm looking at some other scores here. Spring on top of Lake Travis, 27-22 at halftime. Of course, Spring knocked out the Eagles last week.
All right. Look like we're going to get a timeout from the Longhorn.
5:58 to go in the ball game. We will go to break.
We have broken the sound barrier and pioneered new paths to space. But where is that new frontier? What barriers will we break next? Every day we are